Yeah, no, you ain't no psycho. You're not like the others, no. No changing behaviors. Not sure how to act around you. So colorful and bright.
So guys, welcome back to another interesting, should I call it interesting? Yes, family business, interesting banger. Hey, I said, who am I not to put my mouth, not to choke my mouth, because this story of Coher and Esther in Yamboke, it's been a long one on the YouTube street. Don't come and tell me why am I doing this story, because I'm not the one who brought the story on the street. My own is just to choke my mouth on what I see, or my own. Let me just give my own point of view in this banger. Before we go into the woto or what Coher said about his son, after his son came to tell us that, since my mama gave birth to me, I was a rejected soul. It's very, very sad story. You understand? I told him in my other last video, I said, you know what? Maybe your mama did not tell you the truth. Find your papa. He is there and is willing to explain to you why he did not appear or why he was not there to express that love for you. But guys, before we go into anything, there's something I really want to ask, because you know, sometimes if we did not take ourselves and think deeply into these things, we're gonna make some mistakes, or we're going to forget some things to put inside this thing. Let me ask you guys one question. When Coher, is it Coher? Yeah. When he got married to Esther, Esther was already having a baby girl called Winnie. You understand how they tingle and how they bang out? So as Esther was having this baby Winnie from another man, if you are an African, you know how you will see that a man will have courage. It's not a small thing to marry a woman with another man's child. You accepted this woman. Already she's having a baby from another man. And you paid even how many cows? According to what I'm hearing on YouTube Street, they say 16 cows. The woman is already having a child with another man out of wedlock, or maybe got married to the man and divorced. And then you left and another man took you and paid 16 cows on your head and took you and welcomed you to his house with this baby girl's child. Welcome the child, like accepted, because you all know, if you are an African, that if you marry a woman, pay dowry, pay cows on the head of this woman. When you paid, that baby now belongs to you. That baby is now your own child. And the baby you take in, you have taken the baby in with the mother into your home. Now, this woman became pregnant with your own baby and gave you a baby boy. You know, in that culture, in that part of the world, how they value baby boys. Baby boys are like king. You understand? Baby boy are like king. In fact, they are everything in this part of the world, in African culture. If you get married, you don't have a baby boy. It's like you have not even started giving birth. Some people will be giving birth till finally they welcome this baby boy. So now, after accepting this woman with another man's baby girl, and you are showing this baby girl love back to back like your own child, because already you paid 16 cows. And then the woman gave birth to your own son. Guys, I want us to think and reflect. You know, let us think as a human. After accepting another person's child, do you think that this man will get his own biological child? The child that he's used his water to produce. Do you think he will reject his own son after accepting another man's child to raise up. In fact, this is a simple thing for us to understand. After, I've been following these Coher stories, I always ask him, and I will still ask. I ask him, why is it that he did not fight for the guy? Even when the guy turned 18 years, why he did not look for him? Why coming out now? Why he did not find to pay school fees? But his story in today's video. Let me tell you guys, after me guys, I'm telling you guys the truth. I don't want to lie to you. I've never tried to watch a video so intensive. I watched that video today around, as I was even still sleeping. I put that video. I was listening to that video till the end. I did not jump anywhere. I did not stop that video. Before, when I was getting myself ready to do my video, I was watching that video again from the beginning to the end. So, which make it I watched that video two times. It's not easy to watch over 20-minute videos. 2 times I watched that video. Very, very, in fact, I was really listening to hear what this guy want to talk about this baby who call himself a rejected child. And I asked myself, I said, how will he marry Esther if he never loves Esther? Why will he marry Esther with another man's child? And then Esther gave birth to his own child, a son for that matter. And he will not show love or reject the child. That is why I said his story finally convinced me that the problem is not Coher, but the problem was Esther. Even though Coher, in life we make mistake and we should accept our mistake. Yes, he should have done more to find a baby. But maybe he did all his best. But Esther, who we all know, did not, you understand, want to let him have anything to do with the child. Even though the Esther herself was never there for that child. If King of the Swamp is fighting Coher for not loving him and loving Esther because Esther is the mother, then he's not being just to Coher. Because at the same time, Esther was never there. According to one comment I saw, the person said that maybe King of the Swamp raised himself because his mama was never there. He was always home with machete man, while the mother, till today, we all know that this Esther is not at home. She's living somewhere. She only come for weekends. For how many years? This is how Esther's children were living alone. As I said, this is family business, but they are the ones that brought it on YouTube studio. So who are we not to put our mouth? Coher, me, I respected that man today. Why am I saying this thing, guys? Since when did Coher come on YouTube street asking for his son, begging and asking for forgiveness? We have never heard anything from the so-called ex-wife, Esther Inyamboke. Esther has never come out to explain what make her left with a child. You understand, guys, how the thing go? The son whom the father has been crying, he's a man now who has a son. Let me tell you something, one thing you don't know, King of the Swamp. You see this one that you carry fake Muzungu and you marry. Hey, brother, we see a lot of Muzungu and our brothers here in Europe, how far or how the thing go. When it is even a black woman with a Muzungu, the case is a little bit better. But when it is Muzungu woman or fake Muzungu you have a child with, this thing you are doing to your father, it will happen to you, whether you like it or not. Mark my word from today, because marrying with Muzungu or other or fake Muzungu, it takes the grace of God to work. I see a lot of Muzungu women with our children around here. Some of the fathers, they are even been deported back to Africa. And these children will grow up and they will have nothing to do with their parents. So you are now a father. You are, in fact, you are a man. Your own case, you are not even a woman to say, oh, a woman run away with a child. You are a man. And this thing that your mother did to your father, it will happen to you. And then you will realize what your father is going through. You understand? You were a baby when your mama, according to Coher, he said that he went for some errands or whatsoever. And there was a woman called Whosoever who always tell Esther in Yamboke that, why will you be with this man who is already been lame because of the polio he was having? And Esther, who want to be a career woman. One day, this man was not home. Esther took the son, took the daughter, pack everything according to Coher, not me, the Black Beauty TV. I will put it for you guys to listen. He said Esther packed everything out of the house. When he came, Esther had disappeared and it was in the night. He tried his possible best to do everything to regain back his son. But the machete man has already taken over Esther. You understand? But Esther, in her own part, Esther went and lied to her son to tell the son that the father never wanted him or never loved him. How can you, Esther said that he never want his son when he married you and loved even your daughter? When he marries you with another man's child, how do you think that you will convince us that after marrying you and pay 16 cows with your own daughter that you brought from somewhere, and then he will not want to have his own son? This story is not adding. Esther knows exactly what happened. That is why, guys, you see that no matter what Coher said on YouTube street, Esther never come out to say anything about it. And the baby boy, baby Senso, never appear to say anything about the things that his biological father is talking. Yes, we all make mistakes. You can punish me for my mistakes, but there is a limit to everything. It is time for you to forgive and forget and face the reality, because according to Coher, he said that these things were not secret. The whole village, the whole town knows about the runaway Esther. So what are you supposed to do? He said that you are a man now. Come back home and ask questions. And they will tell you. And seeing Congrats Daddy, Mr. Ondari the machete man, when you just look at his face, you know that, I'm sorry to say this thing because I don't live with people, but his appearance, when you see machete man face, even me from far away, I have bad dreams. In fact, I have never had pity on this Coher. But you know, sometimes we do and undo. We ask, why did he come out online and all? Me, myself, I ask those questions. But maybe he has tried all his best. But we know how this family is. They will never forgive or want to listen to the side of the story, because everybody in that family is wicked. And they call us that we are wicked. Look at the wickedness. In fact, the looks of Agama Lizard right from her childhood. When you see Agama Lizard face, you will know that this is a daughter of a Jezebel. You will know that, in fact, since from childhood, she has been sad. Because, guys, this thing I'm talking, you people will be thinking, I always tell you that if I'm doing my reaction, be learning something. If you have a problem with your spouse, husband, wife, never carry your children to be your weapon. Because you doing that, you are only harming your children. Your problem, you and your husband, you and your wife, got nothing to do with your kids. Leave the kid out of your madness. You and your husband, face yourself. But don't use your kids to fight each other. Because the kids deserve their mama. The kids deserve their papa. That is being just. You cannot carry them and say, I hold them, I follow another man, and deprive this child, not knowing his papa, not having contact with his papa, and then tomorrow I tell the child that the father don't want anything from you. A lot of women do that to men. That is the reality. I know some men, even if the woman gives them chance to have something with the child, some men, they don't want to go because they don't want to pay, especially back home in Africa where the government will not force them. But in a case where the man want to have communication or connect with his children and the woman deprive, in the same case but very few, there are some men that also take the children from the women and they will not want the women to have anything to do with the children. That is why I say, if you have anything with your husband, wife, don't put your children into that your nonsense, because they have nothing to do with your problem, you and your husband. But this is exactly what Esther did to baby Sensor. And turning him, tried to turn baby Sensor, because baby Sensor was growing without any love. No love from the machete man, because the machete man never recognized him as part of his family. Ask me why I am saying this thing. As somebody who was born and brought up in Africa, when you are accepted in a family, they give you the family name. You carry the family name on top of your head. But machete man never give baby Sensor the name of his in fact, the name of his father, because he never recognized baby Sensor as his own son. Are you people understanding and following the banger? Even though some people will not want to follow. Because, guys, ask yourself, if he has received the Sensor as his own son, he should have given him Otengere, because Otengere is the family name. But he did not give him Otengere. He gave him his own name, Ondari. Let me ask you people this question very well. Apart from that, how do you take somebody's child who has already paid cows, dowry, and the woman ran away from the husband? There was no divorce. There was no, in fact, the cows were not paid back. And you take somebody's child and change the name and give the child's your name, your own name. Now let us go back to what I was explaining to you guys. Now this guy did not give him Otengere, because Otengere supposed to be the grandfather's name. Then go back to Gigolo, master of all gigolos. You understand? Go back to Gigolo. What did he give Gigolo? He gave Gigolo Ondari Otengere. He tells you guys that, yes, this is the son of the soil. And there is one example I want to show you people, as if you are the elder brother in Africa. He took their old home and gave it to Gigolo Master. That is where Gigolo Master is building his house. Is he not supposed to be king of the swamp if he recognized him as his first son? Think if you are sons and daughters of the soil. I'm not talking about people in the diaspora. I'm talking now if you are an African. If you know you are the biggest son of the house, you are the one to take decisions. Instead, they took the swamp where Congrats mommy borrowed money and buy the land of the swamp, and she gave it to her son. Why not give him the old house as the big brother? But you gave it to your own blood, your own son, Gigolo Master, whom you gave your father's name, Ondari Otengere. That is, if you don't know the story of this family, don't come and be telling us anyhow here, because we have it like book in our head. Now let us go back to Esther Iyamboke. If you say that this guy, I know that some people have bad luck and our destinies are very, very different. Everybody is unique in their own way. I know that in this world there are some women that maybe you got a first man, it didn't work. Second man didn't work. Third man. Some people even 4, they marry or 5 times. But if you say that this guy was so bad to you, why don't you come out and clear your name? Okay, what happened with a papa? I'm not telling you to tell us, but me, I'm just trying to understand this. In fact, I'm just explaining to my people because we have been following this story. For what happened in your home is none of my business. That is the truth. That is the truth. Me, I'm just trying to explain to my subscribers. You understand? Where is Winnie in Papa? And why is it that Agama lizard is having Muango Mufat? It is a big confusion that you cannot bring because Coher has come out to tell you and give you assurance that he is not hiding. The boy can come to the village and ask questions. The boy can check. The boy can come and check. He has no skeleton in his cupboard. But Esther is still. What type of skeleton do you have in your cupboard? When you were always on the way, never stayed there. How do you tell me that if you say that your father never loved you since you came out from your mother's womb? How do you know that he never loves you when your mother ran away with you? When he never have the opportunity? How do you expect a man who is lame, who cannot even walk with polio, to fight a machete man that roam the street with a machete 24 hours? Me, I'm just trying to. There is nothing. In fact, I'm not. Guys, if you have been watching me, you will know how I have bashed Coher. But at this point, me, I'm beginning to believe his stories. Because you cannot come out and tell us that my papa or I never received love. Now your father called you and said he loves you. He loves your wife. He loves his grandson. Why can't you listen? Why can't you go as a man? You are supposed to play as, in fact, as the real son of the soil. You are supposed to ask questions. Because you are not even growing up in the Western world where they will say, okay, it's shizy. You don't care. But as sons and daughters of the soil, back home, is a big deal. To know your clan according to your father, Mr. Coher. Go and listen to his video. And maybe you will understand and forgive. And then find ways to sit down with your papa and speak. Let us listen to him. But before we go, guys, if you have not liked the video, kindly give this video a like as we move ahead. There is no emotions in my reaction. Guys, I'm sorry. But the truth, I have to explain the way I understand it to Esther. Esther, what did you tell your son? Esther, was it true that the papa never loved the son? Come out and say the truth or find ways to balance things with your husband. In fact, it's not even your ex-husband because you have not paid back his cows. He's still asking the cows. And as long as you still got his dowry on your head, which means even the children that you gave the machete man, they are his children.
And me, I am a typical Korean. I know what I mean. I am over 60 years. I know my tribe. They are very bad people once they engage in fighting. They are very bad people. So I don't expect once more that there should be a bloodshed. No, Mr. Nari, please, don't do that. Do anything but avoid war. Any bloodshed, just avoid that.
According to Coher, we are going to be following this story slow. According to him, which I don't really accept all the problem that King of the Swamp Senso is having in Yabohanze is because of Machete Man. It is not because of Machete Man. Because King of the Swamp also contributed in what is happening with him in his village. If you want respect from your people, if people work for you, pay them their money. You cannot be fighting with people every day. And according to him, we will listen to that part maybe. His ex-wife or his wife who has not paid back the cows, Esther, exposed King of the Swamp in a very harsh environment with a Machete Man.
Okay, for today, ladies and gentlemen, there is an issue I want to address, and this issue concerns me and my son, Marwa. This issue concerns the relationship between me and my son, Marwa, since Marwa was born and up to now where he is. I was very much touched when, in fact, I saw my son saying that he has never found any love.
Yeah, he made a video and he was crying. For those of you who did not watch that his video, at the end of the video, he said that this is his story. And he will find time to explain that story to people that since the time he came into this world, since the day his mama born him, he never found love. Then I asked myself, how did you know the things that happened to you when you were a newborn baby? Guys, they ask question too, as Coher, they explain.
From his parents, saying that he is as a kid who was rejected. It has really hurt me, and I feel like actually today addressing this issue, and first and foremost telling my son that I really understand him. I really understand what he said. That point was actually very correct.
You understand, guys? If this guy came out and started saying, don't say like that, and start denying the fact, what his son said, the people should judge him. But he tried to understand that, yes, okay, maybe he didn't grow up with me. So I can feel the pain to grow up. Hey, guys, if you know how some stepfathers in Africa, hey, some of them even pie the children. And we also know the story of him and Juma. When he pushed Juma, and Juma did that to him, and he came home with the eyes scattered. And Machete Man did not even care. The mama was not like home, like she was normally usual where she used to be. So definitely the child never in fact, he never experienced any love in his life. But is it our business? We were not there. We just hear stories. You understand? The mama and the papa, they are in the best position to explain to him. It is not a story that he will say, he want to come and tell people on YouTube to pity him and dash him money. No. Because I also know how he think. He will feel like, I want to use this story to chop from people. No. Go use your story and ask your parents, what really happened after you people donated me and I came into this world? What happened that I was not really seeing one of you? Or what happened that I did not find love? Because if Machete Man has showed him love, he will not be having this trauma till today.
And it is so unfortunate, my son, that there are challenges in this world whereby you can engage a lady, the one you have perceived to love, and then she turns against you. I'm reiterating that my dear Esther turned against me when you had been born. Me, I had gone out for some activities. When I came back in the evening, I didn't find your mom with you and your sister. She had collected everything in the house.
Chai.
And she had gone.
Guys, it's not from me, the Black Beauty TV. You guys are hearing these stories. Hey! And he said, my love, my darling Esther. He went out with no grudges in his heart. Before he returns back home, Esther have taken the 2 children and left. So how do you think that your father don't love you? As I always said, yes, Coher should have fight for his son. But guys, when you are so helpless, when people see that you don't even have anything, when you are even like almost crippled, and the wife turn against you, the woman you married and pay 16 cows or 6? Guys, please correct me. I think 16 if I'm not. 16 cows. Hey, in that kind of poverty to get 16 cows, it's not easy. And he saved all his hard-earned money to buy 16 cows. Only for him to reject the child. Guys, think twice. Think. The only mistake this guy made is that I know he should have really fight back for his son. But as I've said, sometimes it's not easy.
So it was at night. I could not know where she went. But later on, I discovered that I had my senior brother's wife, whom we were sharing the same home. And this lady comes from Kebroti. She is a neighbor to my ex-wife, Esther. Marwa, if you can go back and trace the family of Gisu. There is a Gisu family. So there is a daughter of Gisu family who is actually married to my family. She is the one who poisoned my wife with wrong ideas that I was lame. She needed to be married by a strong man.
So you see, she was lame. Esther should go, but I don't want to even believe that somebody convinced Esther. Because if Esther was in love with Coher, Esther will not listen to anybody who tells her, oh, go and look for a stronger man. And really, guys, this story is just like real stories. They are real stories. Can you listen? Can you see how the stories are following back to back? According to him, he said that even his father, before his father died, because I'm not going to play all these audios for you guys, I need to just explain because I watch it twice. He said before his father died, the father even cursed that woman. Until today, the woman is mad because of that issue that the father caused. And this guy, if this Coher was lying, guys, he will not tell this guy and tell him where to even go and ask. He's directing Baby Senso, king of the swamp. Go to this place and ask the story of what your mama did to me or what transpired between me and your mama. Let's go back and look at it this way. They asked her to go and look for the strongest man. She was the strongest woman in the society. You know those type of women like Esther, they were the real chicks. You know, they were the real babies in town. You know those ones that go to small college of education, they begin to see themselves like they are the Sisi Lagos. And she was seeing herself like the queen of her days. If you have been following Esther, guys, I'm telling you, you will realize what I'm trying to say. Esther is a woman that loves earthly things. Because if Esther doesn't love earthly things, her kids can do anything to her. Just she will accept and do it. She will even lie in the presence of the whole world just because of the little money the children are giving her. Now, I don't want to forget this one at all. Why should I forget it? Esther went and looked for the real strongest man as the advisor. Go and look for the man that is real strong. And what did she do? She really find a strongest man that work morning till night with a machete. Can you tell me, guys, if this Coher have made a mistake to bring his leg in machete's man home, saying he's looking for censor? Do you think he run? No. When the machete man carry machete and start following him, can he run? He cannot run. So, do you want him to be running? Kabachalak, kabachalak, kabachalak. Before he run, kabachalak, kabachalak, and reach there, machete man have caught him. That is why for him, he preferred to stay back and not fight the machete man. That is the way me, the real daughter of the soil, I'm going to translate this story for you guys. Because he is, in fact, he's not also, you can see Coher. Can you imagine Coher? A machete man. Do you want machete man to pieces him into pieces? So you don't. So his father, according to him, he said that since his power was not powering, machete man was powering when he said, if I see you here, I will pieces you very, very high. Oh, if I see you close to my side chick or my wife Esther, if I see you, you come close to Estito. Hey, I'm going to quiz. In fact, I will carry you as you are lame with your leg in pachalak. I will catch you like this and I will squeeze you very, very hard. Hey, and you see in fact, machete man, the power was like this. Like, you know, like a lion where you go, oh, very, very hard. And Coher, like a mouse. Okay, I'm gonna wait. He has to go back because he cannot, in fact, he can never fight. Machete man, who is, you see all those Yabohanse boys that still have power and fresh blood is still flowing in them. They cannot face a machete man. Guys, if you see the face of machete man and you see how haggard, how strong his face is, if machete man if he slap you one slap, you're going to die 7 dead. In fact, 7 die. Pick him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are dead 7 times. You are seeing somebody like this, very, very like he's like a stone. If all these Yabohanse boys, like evil people like all these Alex and all, how do they call them? If they cannot face the young boys, cannot fight the machete man. He's squeezing them. He's piecing them very, very hard. Guys like Gitu that you see them, they come and be paragulating on the YouTube street. Cannot squeeze the machete man. Machete man is squeezing them very, very hard. All these, they are big, big earners like this in the Yabohanse. They cannot match machete man. And you people you are expecting Coher. Coher that you see like this, if you just do, he will fall down in Yakata. You want him to go and face that man. Do you still want him alive? So I understand with Coher for him, take him back and relax, chill his life and say, and follow the father. As his father told him that, just wait. When the baby grow up, he will know where he belongs. But they don't know that their child, their son was being raised to become like a mafia. That is why you see, after all those experiences, harsh life, machete man quiz him very, very hard several times. Abandoned him at home until today. He has become blind in one eye because of the negligence. Do you know that if they have taken him for treatment in the hospital. Maybe God would have saved the eye. But Machete Man refused. Instead, he was telling him, it is your fault. Face the consequences. You say you are fighting somebody. You are fighting somebody. I am very, very happy. I'm very, very happy as he hit you with a stone very, very hard. You should have done it more, very, very hard. And you forgive that person. And you are still living with him, still calling you dad. You are still calling him dad. You forgive him for all that. But you cannot forgive your biological father who was deprived of having anything to do with his son, whom your mama lied to you. How can you know what your papa did to you when you were small if you don't listen to both of them? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Go and ask questions. Let's go and listen. Guys, don't be enjoying the banger and everything, and you are not liking my video. Better like this video. Hey, the way I'm seeing my videos likes. Woto. I say, I see the pain them. Hey, all those enemies of progress. Hey, they will be seen and they will be fat. Hey, it's a war unto them. You know, as they go more, we go very, very hard. It's me. I am the real daughter of the soil. Only CEOs like us can handle all this very, very hard. Not Coher now. Don't tell this man to go and meet that Machete Man to pieces him if young boys in Yabohanze are running yakata for this guy. Let's listen to him again.
When there was that tension, when there was, my brothers had armed themselves to follow and kill the current partner, that is when my father intervened and I said no.
So guys, do you understand how the banger, what Coher is saying now? Let me explain to you guys. He said his brothers. Imagine Esther telling her son that the family never wanted him. When she ran to meet the Machete Man, there's something I'm even asking because the story is not yet complete. Two of them will have to come and tell us the real banger. When Esther left his house, did she left straight to Machete Man's home? Or if she left straight to Machete Man's home, that means she was cheating on her husband. I don't know, guys. I'm just calculating something in my head. Because he said, according to him, when Esther left, Esther went to meet Machete Man. Does it mean that Esther and Machete Man, they were seeing each other, even when she was under another man's home? I don't know. I'm asking questions. So now let me explain to you. He said that his brothers, they don't carry, in fact, they carry dagger, carry machete, carry anything. They want to go and buy. They want to buy the Machete Man. They want to buy him. And according to his papa, when the papa was still there, according to his papa said no. Instead of you guys to buy this guy, because if you buy this guy, the sins of the fathers are going to follow the children. You understand? Don't buy him, because if you buy him, the sins of the father will follow. The sins of that buying, they are going to follow the children. Leave him. When the baby is big enough and realize how far, he will look for his people and he will know that he belongs somewhere and not in the Machete's Man kingdom. Not me, the Black Beauty TV saying it too. Awatagom. Let us see.
Was that tension was to come? He threatened also to curse them. He said, that is a son, and a son of ours will never get lost. Give him peace wherever he is. Time will come when he will look and reason, and he will be told, even if he doesn't know, he will be told his origin, his roots. And now, that is why I had to abstain from following the...
You see, Coher, according to him, his papa said, don't fight. Allow it. Give the boy peace. When he grew up, he will know where his people are coming from. And that is why, not me, the Black Beauty TV saying this, that is why he said, okay, from there, me, I remove my hands for now. Let me leave the boy, let him have peace wherever he is. Are you guys understanding the banger?
Followed. He loved me so much. Go, you are now a grown-up. It is bad to pretend. I want you to come to the ground and find out what I am telling you. I am not pretending. Go to Auntie Nyaseba of Nyabikongori. She will tell you the whole story. They tried to talk to your mom. She could not listen. Go to ex-Chief Joseph Mwita. Ask him. They are still calling me their uncle, their niece, because everybody wondered what had taken place. Your mom took the action by surprise. Nobody believed.
Esther was already in love with another man. But she doesn't know how to tell the present man. Hey, guys, me, I don't like to put myself in another woman's past life. Honestly speaking, I don't want to put my name or my mouth in another man's or another woman's past life. But you see, this past life of Esther that they brought to us on YouTube is shockalizing a lot of us. The past life of Esther Estito. Hey! I am still shocked and shockalized. She took them by surprise. How did she plan it with a machete man? Me, I'm still asking myself. Because according to the stories from this same Coher said also that the machete man left his wife with 2 children to follow and go with Esther. That is why you see them, they are living in Yabohanze. Yabohanze is not their hometown. They run to hide in Yabohanze after Esther left her husband. And Machete man left his wife. And now they are not living like partners, not like husband and wife. Are you guys understanding it? That is why Esther was very, very confused when Salvador asked Esther, can you tell me your love life? That day, Esther wanted to dig a ground and enter. Guys, I'm not judging Esther at all. Me, if you guys know me, I don't like judging people in this kind of things. I don't like. Because I used to have mercy. And I asked myself, I said, if Esther knows that she has made all these mistakes, nobody is judging someone. No, in fact, we are not judging. But Esther, can you tell your son the truth? Can you tell your son that me, I'm the one who ran away with you? Not to let, because nobody knows what can happen the next minute. Your son need to reconcile with his father. Even if you don't want to forgive the father, but let him know the truth, what happened between you and him. He never pursued you. He said it, and he has called the names of a lot of people for your son to go and ask. Because if he's hiding something, he will not challenge you guys to come and ask. For me, I'm just talking based on what I heard from Coher. If you bring your own stories, we will listen. You guys are busy settling other stories on the YouTube street. You are busy arresting people in your village that say something about you. You are busy arresting, harassing them with police. You are busy giving strike for people on the YouTube street. But the only issue that is left for you in your family, the main problem that you people, the biggest problem that you people are facing now, You are not settling it. You are not saying anything about it. You are not even trying to say, are you guys hiding something? Are you hiding something? Me, I'm just asking. If really this guy was the bad one, some people even ask, oh, if Esther left you, why did you go and marry another 2 women? Okay, if Esther left him and follow another man, do you want the man to stay like this without marriage? And judging him for marrying the 2 wives. That is what they do in that part of the world. He's not the first one. At least he married the 2 wives and lived them in his own home. What about machete man who abandoned his own and left to collect another man's wife? I don't know why now they are becoming terrorizing people in Yabohanze that they are not part of, even that village. Why they did not go to their village to be committing this calamity? I don't know whether we should listen the last part of this guy before we call it a day. Because what do you want me guys to explain to you again? If you want me, I want to give him the chance today. If you people really want to understand what I'm saying, go watch this man, Mr. Coher Senior, and listen to what he's saying about how his wife took his baby and ran away. And now none of them is answering him. How can you people be so wicked like this in your heart? Even the first time that this man came out, for you people to save your family private life, you should have called this man and say, okay, let us talk this thing in private. But the man keep fighting and talking, and you people are saying nothing about it. Then you are guilty of something. Let's listen to him again, and then we call it a day.
It was something very public. There was no secret. Come and find out. You are now a grown up. But when you say you were not loved, me, I had no access to you. And remember, you are the first human being I ever sired. You are the first son of mine. Mm-hmm. Your mother is the first woman to give a son to me, and that is you. How could I abandon you?
Exactly.
I refrained myself for the sake of you to be alive, and I'm very happy that you are alive, and God has opened doors for you. So it is your decision. In fact, let the people not mistake me. I'm praying for your well-being. That is what
you people have heard it from the horse's mouth. You are my first son. Hey, in fact, you are the first seed. Your mama is the first woman that I paid 16 cows. Why should I abandon you? I don't have access to you. I was denied that access. How will you say that you were never loved? Some women, some of us, we are not going to see heaven. No? And then we go shamelessly in the house of God and say we are leaders of the church and be praying every day. You see why sometimes I don't believe in the prayers of congrats, mommy? Esther, come and tell your ex-husband the truth. Go and explain to your son. Before your son will come and take his pity story to look for donations on YouTube Street. Because the YouTube Street didn't know what you and Coher. They didn't know when you were producing him. They don't know what was transpired between you and the papa. So you guys are now, because slow, baby Senso is entering the story. He just don't want to acknowledge that, oh, my papa, he said he will gather strength to tell people his story. Why can't you gather strength to face your father and let him explain to you what happened? Because your heart is already been torn into pieces. Your heart is turned upside down. You have this spirit of no forgiveness in your heart. And you people are the real people in the church. You are the ones controlling the church of Yabohanze. But you people got no heart of forgiveness. How did Machete man and Esther faced every Saturday service to know that they are just like boyfriend and girlfriend till today. Till today, they are like, in fact, he's still a runaway bride from some, because if you have not paid, if you are not paid the bride price, your wahala is very far in this world. You still have a lot of scores to settle. You understand me, guys? I have explained what I can explain, and I cannot carry his video and play and explain to you guys all, because our video will be hours and hours. So the best thing, and I not only that, I just want you guys to go and support this guy. Just go and watch his video, Coher Senior, and listen to his story, the story of his stolen son. That the machete man stole his son, and not that he stole this son, he did not at the end of the day treated this boy very, very good. He treated him very, very bad. Very, very hard. That is how he treated baby Sensor. What a pity and what a wall. Guys, if you are new to my channel, if you are new to the carbon of the daughter of the soil, guys, share it. Let us reach 23K. Let us take us to 23K. Hey, then we start following 24K, 25K, 26K, 27K. And you'll be getting the banger. Every day there is reaction. You know, I told you guys that any day I don't see reaction, me, I sleep. I relax. That is the truth. And talking about this thing, me, you sometimes there is no how you can control it. Just like now, I even wanted to relax today. Only for me to wake up and see this Coher answering baby Sensor, saying that why he was not loved. And he never experienced love. So why wouldn't I choke my mouth? This is a story that we started dealing with right from day one. So this is my own take in this story. And everything I say in this story is not for any hatred. It's to tell my own subscribers, this is the update. And all for entertainment in my channel. Hey, if you bring your story, if I talk about it, don't come and blame me, because me, I did not force anybody to bring their stories on YouTube street. Never. My own is just to listen, collect, calculate my brain and see what I will produce out of it. So thank you guys for always supporting this channel. Thank you for your love, for your everything, for watching my videos, for sharing. Guys, share it. Share the ministry. And God bless you all. We'll see again. Maybe if we find another story, we come to the street tomorrow in another banger. Have a wonderful time, and I salute you all, and I wish you all the best, and I love you all. Bye-bye. Mwah! It's me, the real daughter of the soil, daughter of the soil, daughter of the soil, daughter of the soil. Bye-bye, guys.
Wali tempura,